Think you know all the greatest muscle cars in American history? Odds are you've missed some of the most powerful and iconic beasts ever made. Today we're uncovering the forgotten legends that once dominated streets, tracks, and imaginations, but have since faded into obscurity. Stick around because you're about to discover the hidden gems that redefine muscle car history, and you won't believe the stories behind them. 1964, Pontiac Tempest GTO muscle cars became an American obsession for their mix of raw power, sleek design, and accessibility. But it was the 1964 Pontiac Tempest GTO that truly ignited the craze. Pontiac's vision was bold. Take a mid-sized car and stuff it with a massive engine, creating a ride that was both thrilling and revolutionary. Under the hood, the GTO was powered by a 389 cubic inch V8 engine paired with the groundbreaking Ram air package, which enhanced airflow for optimal performance. This beast churned out 325 horsepower, providing unmatched acceleration and a top-tier driving experience. The Tempest GTO wasn't just about brute strength, it had the aesthetics to match. Its bold, aggressive design, complete with distinctive badging and sleek contours, captured the imagination of drivers who wanted both performance and presence. What set the GTO apart was its origin as a simple performance package. By branding it Gran Turismo Omologato, Pontiac cleverly borrowed from the prestige of Italian sports cars, creating an aura of sophistication and speed. Yet this wasn't just marketing fluff. The GTO delivered on the hype, offering a thrilling ride for a relatively modest price. The result? It sparked an industry-wide revolution, with nearly every automaker scrambling to replicate its formula. The Tempest GTO became synonymous with the golden age of muscle cars, setting the stage for an era defined by high-performance vehicles. Its legacy lives on not only in the history books, but in the hearts of car enthusiasts everywhere. The GTO might be famous, but our next car took Pontiac's muscle game to a whole new level. 1965, Buick Wildcat Grand Sport. Luxury and power may seem like opposites, but the 1965 Buick Wildcat Grand Sport blended the two seamlessly. As part of Buick's push to merge high performance with refined styling, this muscle car emerged as an underrated gem. The Wildcat Grand Sport was equipped with a 401 cubic inch nailhead V8 engine, a marvel of engineering that produced 445 pound-feet of torque. This immense power was paired with Buick's legendary smooth ride, thanks to an advanced suspension system that made it a joy to handle. While other muscle cars focused solely on speed, the Wildcat Grand Sport aimed to create a complete driving experience, balancing performance with comfort. Beyond its mechanics, the Wildcat Grand Sport was a visual treat. Its long, sweeping lines, chrome accents, and understated grille exuded sophistication, setting it apart from its louder, flashier competitors. The interior was no less impressive, featuring premium materials and advanced features for the time, such as power-adjustable seats and an electric clock. Despite its impressive specs, the Wildcat Grand Sport remained a sleeper hit. It wasn't marketed as aggressively as its competitors, which contributed to its status as a hidden treasure in the muscle car world. However, for those who knew about it, the Wildcat Grand Sport offered a unique combination of class and raw power. From its torque-heavy engine to its classy styling, this car proved that luxury and muscle could coexist. From luxury to lightweight speed, buckle up for a compact beast that broke the mold. 1967 Mercury Cougar XR7 Grand Touring. The 1967 Mercury Cougar XR7 Grand Touring was the refined cousin to the Ford Mustang, offering muscle car power with a touch of elegance. Mercury aimed to create a pony car that could cater to buyers looking for performance without sacrificing sophistication, and the Cougar XR7 delivered just that. At its heart was a 390 cubic inch V8 engine, capable of producing 320 horsepower. This provided the Cougar with ample speed and acceleration, rivaling many of its contemporaries. The ride was smooth thanks to Mercury's emphasis on comfort and handling, making it a pleasure to drive both on highways and winding roads. Visually, the Cougar XR7 was a standout. It featured hideaway headlights, a signature design element that added an air of mystery and style. The sleek body lines and chrome accents gave it a polished appearance, distinguishing it from the raw, aggressive aesthetic of the Mustang. Inside, Mercury went above and beyond, offering luxurious touches like leather upholstery, wood grain trim, and an analog clock. Despite its impressive features, the Cougar XR7 was often overshadowed by the Mustang's massive popularity. However, for those who wanted a balance of power and elegance, the Cougar XR7 was the ideal choice. It was a pony car with a touch of class, proving that muscle cars didn't have to be all about brute force. The Cougar prowled the streets, but the next car was born to dominate the strip. 1964 Dodge Polara 500. The 1964 Dodge Polara 500 was a trailblazer that helped establish Dodge's muscle car reputation. Positioned as a stylish yet powerful ride, it became a favorite among drag racing enthusiasts for its sheer performance and aggressive design. Powering this beast was a 426 cubic inch max wedge engine, one of the most potent power plants of its time. It could generate up to 425 horsepower, giving the Polara 500 blistering acceleration and top-tier speed. Dodge paired this engine with a lightweight frame, creating an exceptional power-to-weight ratio that made the Polara a force to be reckoned with on the strip. The Polara 500 wasn't just about speed. Its bold, angular styling made it a visual standout. Chrome accents, a wide grille, and clean lines gave it a commanding presence on the road. Inside, the car offered a level of comfort rarely seen in performance-focused vehicles, with plush seating and an innovative push-button gear selector. As one of Dodge's early entries into the muscle car segment, the Polara 500 laid the groundwork for iconic models like the Charger and Challenger. Its success on the drag strip and its appeal as a stylish daily driver solidified its place in muscle car history. From early Mopar glory to a supercar with groundbreaking power, the next car left a mark on history. 1955 Chrysler C300. The Chrysler C300, introduced in 1955, was a groundbreaking vehicle that forever changed the trajectory of American automobiles. Dubbed America's first supercar, it was the first production car to achieve 300 horsepower, earning its iconic name. At a time when cars were more focused on comfort than speed, the C300 shattered expectations by combining luxury with jaw-dropping performance. This two-door hardtop was sleek, bold, and intimidating on the road, capturing the imagination of car enthusiasts nationwide. What made this vehicle extraordinary was its powertrain. Equipped with a 300 horsepower Hemi 8-cylinder engine and dual 4-barrel carburetors, the C300 was designed to dominate both the streets and the racetrack. Its exceptional engineering made it an instant hit, capable of reaching top speeds that were virtually unheard of for its era. This power and precision earned it significant success in the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, where it cemented its place as a powerhouse. Beyond its performance, the Chrysler C300 embodied style. Its bold grille, flowing lines, and elegant roofline gave it a presence that turned heads wherever it went. Chrysler's innovation with this model not only set new benchmarks for muscle cars, but also established the company as a leader in high-performance engineering. The C300 wasn't just fast, it was revolutionary. It introduced the concept of blending luxury and performance, a trend that continues to influence the automotive industry today. The Chrysler C300 brought supercar power to the streets, but the next car was an underdog that shocked the competition. 1968 Oldsmobile 442W30. The Oldsmobile 442W30 from 1968 is a name that demands respect among muscle car aficionados. This car managed to balance street performance with daily usability, making it a dream for those who sought power without compromise. While overshadowed by its General Motors siblings like the Chevrolet Chevelle, the 442W30 carved its own niche by delivering jaw-dropping speed and aggressive styling. Under the hood, the 442W30 was equipped with a formidable 400 cubic inch rocket 8-cylinder engine. Paired with the W30 performance package, this beast roared to life with a combination of lightweight construction and increased airflow through its cold air induction system. The result was a high-performance vehicle capable of achieving blistering speeds while maintaining exceptional handling. Its aggressive design further added to its appeal. With functional hood scoops, a loud exhaust note, and signature red fender wells, the 442W30 was impossible to ignore. Unlike many muscle cars of its time, this Oldsmobile combined brute force with a level of sophistication, making it a standout choice for enthusiasts who wanted a car that was as refined as it was powerful. Despite being overshadowed by the Chevrolet Chevelle SS, the Oldsmobile 442W30 held its own, proving that it was much more than just a lesser-known sibling. It embodied the ethos of performance and practicality in one sleek package. From overlooked greatness to raw experimental power, get ready for a ride on the wild side. 1964 Mercury Comet Cyclone. The Mercury Comet Cyclone of 1964 stands as a bold testament to innovation in the muscle car era. Designed to compete in factory experimental drag racing, this car pushed boundaries and broke all the rules of traditional manufacturing. It was a true rebel, combining lightweight engineering with unmatched raw power. At the heart of the Comet Cyclone was a potent 427 cubic inch 8-cylinder engine that transformed it into a beast on the track. This engine was built for speed, and its power delivery was unmatched in its class. The Cyclone's lightweight frame allowed it to accelerate faster and handle better than many of its contemporaries, making it a favorite among racers. The Cyclone wasn't just about performance, it also had an unmistakable presence. Its aerodynamic shape, striking grille, and bold accents gave it an edge in both style and function. On the drag strip, the Cyclone was known for dominating the American factory experimental drag racing class, where its power and speed left competitors in its dust. This car represented a pivotal moment in automotive history, showcasing what was possible when manufacturers pushed the limits of innovation. It blurred the lines between production and experimental vehicles, creating a legend that still resonates with enthusiasts today. The Comet Cyclone was fast and fierce, but the next car had a revolutionary design that shocked the industry. 1961 Chevrolet Biscayne 409. The Chevrolet Biscayne 409 from 1961 is a shining example of how affordability and speed can coexist in one remarkable package. Designed as a no-frills muscle car, the Biscayne was built for one purpose: to go fast. Its minimalistic approach made it accessible to a wide range of drivers, while its performance capabilities earned it a lasting legacy. Powering this speedster was a 409 cubic inch 8-cylinder engine, an icon of its time. With its lightweight frame and massive torque, the Biscayne was perfectly suited for the drag strip, where it gained fame as a fierce competitor. The car's raw, unfiltered power made it a favorite among those who wanted muscle car performance without breaking the bank. The Biscayne also found fame beyond the racetrack. It was immortalized in pop culture by the Beach Boys' hit song 409, which celebrated its raw speed and power. This cemented its place not only in automotive history, but also in American culture. Unlike many muscle cars, the Biscayne focused solely on performance rather than luxury or flashy features. Its stripped-down approach appealed to drivers who valued substance over style. Despite the simplicity, the Biscayne 409 became a drag strip icon, leaving a lasting impression on the world of muscle cars. The Biscayne made power affordable, but our next car proved that style and speed could go hand in hand. 1967 Plymouth GTX. The Plymouth GTX, introduced in 1967, earned the nickname the gentleman's muscle car for its seamless combination of luxury and performance. It was not just a car for the racetrack, but also a refined cruiser that stood out in an era dominated by brute force muscle machines. What made the GTX unique was its ability to deliver jaw-dropping performance without sacrificing elegance or comfort, making it a perfect blend for drivers who wanted both style and speed. Under the hood, the Plymouth GTX boasted a standard 440 cubic inch Super Commando V8 engine, delivering massive horsepower and torque. For those seeking even more power, Plymouth offered the legendary 426 cubic inch Hemi V8 engine as an optional upgrade. Paired with advanced suspension and performance-tuned exhausts, the GTX was a force to be reckoned with on the road or track. Beyond performance, the interior was pure luxury, featuring bucket seats, wood grain accents, and premium trim options that made it as comfortable as it was powerful. The GTX was designed to cater to the discerning driver who wanted a muscle car with a touch of sophistication. Its bold styling, highlighted by dual hood scoops, chrome accents, and aggressive stance, turned heads everywhere it went. Though overshadowed by its Plymouth sibling, the Road Runner, the GTX retained a loyal following of enthusiasts who appreciated its upscale appeal and raw power. The Plymouth GTX proved that muscle cars could be more than just loud and fast. They could be classy too. The next car, however, took a completely different approach, shaking up the muscle car world with its wild design and rebellious attitude. 1969 AMC. In 1969, American Motors Corporation made waves with the introduction of the SC Rambler, a muscle car built specifically to challenge the giants of Detroit. This compact factory hot rod was a bold statement, blending daring design with surprising performance that stunned competitors. It was not just a muscle car, it was a declaration of rebellion. At its core, the AMC SC Rambler packed a high-performance 390 cubic inch V8 engine, delivering exceptional horsepower for a car of its size. It came equipped with a Hurst 4-speed manual shifter, allowing drivers to maximize its potential on the road or track. With its lightweight design and powerful engine, the SC Rambler boasted impressive acceleration, making it a favorite among speed enthusiasts. What truly set the SC Rambler apart, however, was its audacious styling. The car's red, white, and blue paint scheme screamed patriotism and rebellion in equal measure. Its bold design was a clear departure from the subtler aesthetics of its competitors, capturing the attention of anyone who saw it. Limited production numbers and its unique look have since made it a prized collector's item, with enthusiasts coveting its raw charm and distinct identity. The AMC SC Rambler defied expectations, proving that a smaller car could hold its own against larger, more established muscle machines. As a compact powerhouse with rebellious flair, it cemented its place in automotive history. But if the SC Rambler was about bold individuality, the next car focused on sheer dominance, carving its legacy into the drag racing scene. 1962 Pontiac Catalina Super Duty. The Pontiac Catalina Super Duty, unveiled in 1962, was not just a muscle car, it was a purpose-built weapon for the drag strip. With its limited edition production, factory modifications, and jaw-dropping performance, it quickly became a legend among gearheads. Designed to dominate, the Catalina Super Duty was Pontiac's statement to the automotive world that they were serious about speed. At the heart of this beast was the massive 421 cubic inch V8 engine outfitted with dual 4-barrel carburetors. This setup delivered an extraordinary level of power and torque, making it a monster on the quarter mile. Pontiac engineers went further by incorporating lightweight aluminum components, including the front end, bumpers, and even exhaust manifolds, significantly reducing weight and enhancing acceleration. The Catalina Super Duty was not a car you would casually find at a dealership. Pontiac produced only 177 units, ensuring its exclusivity and rarity. Each car was hand-built for performance with one goal in mind: to dominate National Hot Rod Association drag racing events. And dominate it did, consistently outperforming its competitors and earning its place as one of the most feared muscle cars of its era. With its aggressive stance, minimalist styling, and unrelenting power, the Pontiac Catalina Super Duty was built for speed, not comfort. Its legacy as a drag racing icon lives on, inspiring countless enthusiasts. While the Catalina tore up the drag strip, the next car innovated in an entirely different way, introducing a European-inspired approach to American muscle. 1966 Chevrolet Corvair Yenko Stinger. The Chevrolet Corvair Yenko Stinger, introduced in 1966, was unlike any other muscle car of its time. While most muscle cars relied on traditional front-engine, rear-wheel drive setups, the Yenko Stinger took a radically different approach with its rear-engine design. Created by the legendary Don Yenko, this car brought European-inspired engineering to the American muscle scene. At its core was an air-cooled flat-six engine, capable of producing up to 240 horsepower in its most powerful configuration. Yenko's modifications included performance-tuned carburetors, heavy-duty suspension, and a quick steering rack, all designed to enhance the car's handling and speed. Despite its unconventional layout, the Yenko Stinger was a serious performer, capable of keeping pace with some of the most respected sports cars of its era. The car's lightweight design, combined with its unique engine placement, gave it handling characteristics that were more akin to a Porsche than a Chevrolet. This distinction made the Yenko Stinger a favorite among enthusiasts who appreciated precision and agility over brute strength. Its rarity, only 100 units were produced, has since made it a highly sought-after collector's item. The Chevrolet Corvair Yenko Stinger challenged the norms of American muscle cars, proving that innovation could be just as impactful as raw power. From its European-inspired handling to its bold engineering choices, it carved out a unique niche in automotive history. The next car, however, takes us back to traditional American muscle, showcasing raw, unfiltered power and performance. 1971 Dodge Demon 340. The 1971 Dodge Demon 340 emerged as a symbol of accessible muscle car performance. At a time when muscle cars were often synonymous with high costs and exclusivity, the Demon 340 disrupted the status quo. It appealed to drivers seeking raw power and thrilling acceleration without draining their wallets. This compact beast was designed to deliver an adrenaline-pumping experience that matched or surpassed its pricier competitors. At its core, the Dodge Demon featured a 340 cubic inch V8 engine capable of producing an impressive 275 horsepower. Paired with a lightweight frame, this combination resulted in a power-to-weight ratio that offered blistering performance. Aggressive styling completed the package with a bold grille, distinctive side stripes, and unmistakable rear end that announced its presence on the road. Despite its affordability, the Demon 340 did not skimp on performance. With its V8 engine roaring under the hood, it could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 6 seconds. It also offered excellent handling for its class, making it a favorite among budget-conscious enthusiasts who wanted more than just straight-line speed. The Demon was more than a car. It was a statement that muscle cars could be both powerful and accessible. The Dodge Demon 340 quickly gained a cult following, becoming a favorite at drag strips and on city streets. Its mix of affordability, performance, and rebellious styling cemented its legacy as one of the most beloved budget muscle cars of its time. The Demon was truly a beast on a budget, but the next car on our list combined luxury with raw power, proving that elegance and muscle could coexist. 1963 Buick Riviera. The 1963 Buick Riviera redefined luxury muscle cars, blending impeccable style with undeniable performance. Introduced as a personal luxury coupe, the Riviera was Buick's answer to the growing demand for cars that could combine sophistication with speed. Its sleek, angular lines and distinctive boat-tail rear end made it an instant classic, a design that turned heads whether parked on the street or cruising down the highway. Under the hood, the Buick Riviera packed a 401 cubic inch V8 engine. This powerhouse delivered 325 horsepower, providing a smooth yet exhilarating ride. With its long hood, short deck, and pronounced fender lines, the Riviera looked every bit as fast as it was. The interior was equally impressive, offering premium materials, bucket seats, and an array of advanced features that catered to drivers who demanded comfort and class. Performance matched its striking design. The Riviera could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 8 seconds, a remarkable feat for a car designed with luxury in mind. It also handled better than most of its contemporaries, with a refined suspension system that balanced comfort with agility. This combination of performance and style set the Riviera apart from other muscle cars, earning it a reputation as a gentleman's performance car. Despite its initial success, the Riviera has been largely overshadowed by more mainstream muscle cars. However, it remains a beloved classic for enthusiasts who appreciate its unique blend of elegance and muscle. The Riviera was a masterpiece of style and substance, but our final car is a true underdog, built to dominate the racetrack and change the rules of performance forever. 1969 Ford Torino Talladega. The 1969 Ford Torino Talladega was built for one purpose: to win on the NASCAR circuit. At a time when aerodynamics were becoming the deciding factor in racing, Ford engineers went back to the drawing board to create a car that could cut through the air with unparalleled efficiency. The result was the sleek, purpose-built Talladega, a car that changed the game both on and off the track. The Ford Torino Talladega was powered by the formidable 428 Cobra Jet V8 engine. With its massive displacement and high output, this engine was a force to be reckoned with, delivering more than 335 horsepower. What truly set the Talladega apart, however, was its unique aerodynamic design. Engineers extended the nose and reshaped the grille, creating a slippery profile that minimized drag and maximized speed. This design paid off on the track. The Talladega dominated the NASCAR circuit, helping Ford secure the 1969 Manufacturers' Championship. Its performance was so impressive that competitors quickly scrambled to develop their own aerodynamic designs to keep up. Despite its racing pedigree, the Talladega was also a street-legal car, allowing buyers to own a piece of motorsport history. The Ford Torino Talladega remains a symbol of innovation and performance. It exemplified how a car could be engineered for racing success, while retaining the practicality needed for everyday use. The Talladega changed the rules of the game, cementing its place as a legendary underdog in the history of American muscle cars. Thanks for watching. Which of these iconic beasts would you want to see roaring back on the roads? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.